Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. The Duelist Cup. I've missed the first week because I was on holiday, so I have some, time to catch up. I need some more time to catch up, but I started off playing with dinosaurs up until the point I realized that you need to play a deck with a huge amount of hand traps in the main deck, so I went with Evil Twins, Live Twins, and I actually, as you see, I actually got the cards myself in real life as well, simply because it's a solid deck. It's not the best deck, but as you see, with the Sprite cards as well, which are, currently the new cards, the new sets are of the elements released in the TCG, and eventually we'll get those on Master Duel as well, and as you know, those are very, very solid. They go well together with basically any level 2 based deck, and Evil Twins, Live Twins are just that. But the biggest strength of the deck is that you can main one card engines and a lot of hand traps. So this is currently the build that I'm rocking here on Master Duel. And it's going really well. The problem, I think, is first of all, how you lose is bricking. Yes, you can brick with this deck, and with bricking I mean not drawing any of your starters, so no Lila or whatever, right? So, and as you know, this deck mains like, what is it, 12 potential starter cards. That's the thing. While on the other hand, another problem could be probably going second against. I think we've all been there with going second against something like Flounderies and you not opening Imperm for Urbina, or maybe even Ghost Ogre or Veiler or Ghost Ogre, for the field spell. And the thing is that I try to, I've saved like the better replays, not as in quickly your opponent scooping to your couple of hand traps or, stuff like that. Against something like Adventure. Adventure is, with Tangy, is probably the deck to beat. If you want to hit 20, that's probably the easiest deck other than Floodgates with Altergeist is there, but Eldritch probably. So this one is obvious. You have, my hand wasn't the best. This is what I was talking about. You having, well, if it wasn't, double Maxi is fantastic, but not against Flow, and everyone's running Flounderies. And obviously, you're opening with Maxi and stuff like that against that particular deck. So, but I think this was fine. I have my one card starter in hand with Lila, but I think going for Zeus was the better option, especially because of the Winds card, the one that lets you tribute an opponent's card to potentially, Zeus the entire board. That's important. And if my opponent had, like, here in this case, a Raigeki, I still had the Imperm, right? So now I have to kind of bank on the fact that my opponent does not have any form of negation. That's the thing. Then again, and that's the thing. I made some small changes to my previous Evil Twin build. Here on Master Duel, the format is much different. Maxi is legal, Call by the Grave at 2. So triple Lancia, it's delicious. I always want to open Lancia. It's fantastic against Flow, against a lot of other decks, but I think the biggest reason you're running Lancia is because of your opponent's Call by, right, on your Trouble Sunny. So again, going first, and you have hands without the starter, and then you have hands with all starters. That's something else. But I mean, this is not the worst, because, okay, one starter and double cross out, and the biggest weakness of this deck is Maxi. You always want to negate Maxi, obviously, right? So, like here in this case, again, I get to draw another Searcher, so not the best, but Lancia. Lancia was delicious. I mean, what is it? Skull Servant, actually, this could have been a big, whatchamacallit, a big beatstick on his side of the field, because there was a Skull Servant in the graveyard to, banish, special summon, right? But nope. Lancia just says no, and that's why it's super flexible. I've seen Evil Twin builds without Access Code. I don't have Access Code in real life. It's an expensive card, but we'll see. But other than that, I've seen builds with Access Code and without. I still prefer Access Code because of this. You can push, make a big push. There are other options like Transcode as well for the attack boost, right? But I feel Access Code could, pop some stuff, but I mean, there are other options. Some cards that are recently added in the build were Masquerina and the Underworld Goddess for something like, whatchamacallit, it's for the rank 4 Exceed tech that makes that, you know which one I mean, that makes itself, you know, not being able to be destroyed by battle card effects. You know which one I mean. Popular for Exodia decks, so, and that's where Underworld could be somewhat of an out. So here in this case, I mean, we get information that it's basically one of the first best decks here on Master Duel, being Bird up, Bird with Tri-Brigades, and obviously you want to have stuff to pop their normal summon. So here in this case, you know, Leela and Kishikil for those, well, draws, pops here in this case. The pop, again, prevent their normal summon from going through, and here I believe the drop it was fantastic. Again, no Zeus. Prevent them from going for a big Zeus. You know, the bird cannot attack directly. And last duel, and this is the nuts, the stone cold nuts if you're playing with the deck. Like, if you're going first, I mean, the deck can go first, can go second. I remember going from 16 to 17, you know, you need 3 wins, right? I remember losing all of those 3 dice coin tosses, and I still won all of them. Even going second, and that's something I like about this deck. You need to play either full floodgates to hit 20, or something like this, like a deck that half of its main deck is running hand traps, Ghost Ogre against, you know, the 10E pile decks, or adventure decks, you know what I mean. The one of Nip, not the best people play around it, but one seems fine. And here the Cosmos Strawman was a strange play, as you know, Fusion Destiny, you're locked into Dark Heroes, I believe, so he can't tag out, and he actually opened very nice as well, going second, Fusion Destiny evenly matched for, well, eventually, you know, played around that very nicely with Trouble Sunny as well, so that's nice. And here, and that's the reason why I like Trouble Sunny so much, it's a kind of an easy out for, whatchamacallit, Dark Destroyer, right, or Phoenix Destroyer. Not Dark Destroyer, but Dark Destroyer is in the opponent's hand, you'll see it. I believe it's going to get discarded by his set card eventually. So get rid of the Phoenix Destroyer, so that's very nice. We know the potential Pot of Greed with Celestials in the graveyard, so I go for Trouble Sunny. I can't go for game unless I miss something, but I can put up some nice damage, plus a potential draw, I think. Yep, so, you know, hopefully drawing into more hand traps and pop the back row, which indeed was a forbidden drop, and we see Dark Destroyer, so he opened like Strawman, Dark Destroyer. He probably should have gone for, you know, Dark Destroyer first, and then Fusion Destiny. The game would have been a bit different. But it is what it is. I also had Lancia, I think, right? But then again, you know, normal summon Strawman can still chain to an activated Lancia, so yeah, it is what it is. You know, people overlook the, you know, the restriction of Fusion Destiny. So I like it. I like it in real life. I like it on Master Duel. It's a very fun deck. If you're doubting to get the cards, get them here as well on Master Duel. We are getting Sprite in the future as well. So this is one of the, you know, those decks that's going really well together with the other options. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, Riddim signing out. Peace.